Hi folks, Benson here from 20th Century Interiors. We're here to help you with the maintenance of your table, a question we often get in the shop, and you want to do this about twice a year. We usually recommend doing it after Thanksgiving or the holidays and then once before the summer, because that's when it gets a lot of the UV exposure. This is just care and maintenance for your table. We take a lot of time to put lacquer and clear coat, and this is the final step we do, and this is sort of the rejuvenation of your table. First thing you want to do is check underneath to see if there's anything like rice or grains that are left here that have hardened, because that become an abrasive when you move your leaf back and forth. I'll work just mainly on the top today to show you what to do. So the first thing you want to do is wash your table, open it up, wash your table with soap and water, and get what we call the DNA off your table. That's like grease or fingerprints or whatever your kids, maybe crayon and stuff like that, and let it dry overnight. In the morning, you want to have 4/0 steel wool, so it's like a super fine steel wool, and it has 4 zeros on it, so it doesn't have an abrasion to it, but it'll help get the oil into the grains and into the patterning of the table and revitalize it. Don't use the more coarse steel wool, because then you will scratch it. So stay with what we call 4 zeros, 4/0 steel wool. The second product that we really recommend is Daily Seafin Teak Oil. The viscosity of this is really nice. It goes on nice and smooth. It gives a nice glow and finish to the teak wood or the rosewood. The Wasco stuff that's available at Safeways or Freddy's or your local stuff, we don't like that too much. It's pretty thick and it's pretty gummy. It's a lower end of the teak oils that we don't really like. The last thing you're going to really need is some cotton cloths for rubbing it off. So it's pretty simple. You just take one of your steel wools, open it up so there's a nice pad for your hand like that, and it covers the space of your hand so you can rub it in. Put the teak oil on the steel wool, not on the table, because then it'll go on a little bit more even. And just run it back and forth on the table. Make sure you cover the table well, all over. It'll just take a couple dabs of the oil. And if you find anything that needs a little bit more cleaning, say you find a crayon mark or something on the table, you can work it with this without ruining the lacquer finish on our tables. But go with the grain. You don't want to go across grain, you want to go with the grain, so you're always filling the grain, because tables are an organic material, and they have little ridges and valleys, even if after they're lacquered well. So that gives you a nice full coverage of the table. And remember to put the top back on your steel wool, because not your steel wool, your oil, because it will dry out. The next thing you want to do is take 2 of the cotton cloths, let this sit for 15-20 minutes. I'm not going to bore you for 15-20 minutes and keep on talking, so I'll just show what it looks like now. The table is well oiled. Once again, stay with the grains. I take one of the towels and really use a lot of pressure. Use your muscles. And that'll get off whatever else is left. And that's the oil on it. And then we take a second one, and now we really rub hard. And that'll sort of give you life back to your table. It gives it a clear coat. And we always miss some spots. So step away from the table a little bit and notice where you might still have some white spots, some oil spots on it. Get rid of that. If it's got, usually it's around the edge. If you go across the grain, just make sure you go back with the grain afterwards. But usually it's the edges that need a little bit more attention. I can see there's still one here, and there's another one a little here where it looks wet still. You don't want it to look wet afterwards. That's how we maintain our tables here at 20th Century. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great day. Come visit the shop. And remember, you can always ask us if you're looking for something specific.